I hope you're well.
Well, quite tired already. I've had a long week of activity.
Mm.
I had to travel to the middle zone of the country to conduct some um, perceptional studies
Okay.
from the sociological perspective.
Okay.
So I just returned back to Cape Coast last night. So
Oh,
I haven't had enough yet.
I see. I see. Then let's make this as brief as possible for you so that you can get some rest. First, I wonder what your position is on this matter of Chairman Wontumi's conviction and sentencing. What do you think?
Senator, come again.
I am asking what your position is on what has happened in the Chairman Wontumi case.
Well, let me say good morning to the good self listeners. I think that the law has been made fair and fair. And in the situation where the evidence is so overwhelming, the fact that you can have videos and pictorial evidence, I mean, it couldn't have been any fairer than this. I think uh, you don't wish anything probably for the enemy, but I think it's for rule of law.
A victory for rule of law.
Yeah.
I see. I see. The minority is of the opinion that this is selective justice. That it looks like Chairman Wontumi is the only one who was targeted, but there are people within the NDC who were also pointed out. Do you think they have a position on that? They are justified when they raise that case that this seems to be targeted only at opposition element.
My response to that, I was just thinking about this particular response from the minority yesterday. And the conclusion I came to was that, well, it means that it is a tacit admission on the side of the minority of the guilt of Mr. Chairman to me. Look at it that way. It means that it is an admission of guilt on the part of the minority with respect to Chairman to me. But in their view, others must equally go through the same meal. That's what they are trying to say. That it is not only Wontumi that is guilty, per their supposition. It is not only Wontumi that is guilty, but there are others that ought to be roped in. That is what they mean. It is not just about selective justice. It is about the fact that by that statement, Chairman Wontumi is already guilty, but in their view, others must be roped in. That's all. And others that they are talking about from the perspective of selective justice, and in their view, they should be roped in, let the law take its course. Because in this case, the law took its course. We are looking at a situation where, in the view of the former president, the president of Zimbabwe, this man never engaged in anything called illegal mining. I mean, if you look at the situation or the case that was leveled against him, there is nothing political about it. There is nothing political about it. It is a fight that everybody has been complaining about in this country. Every now and then we are hearing stories of say here, say there. And I just read in the news headlines that the deep part of Cape 3 Point or so, Greater Cape 3 Point, is now also coming under, what's it called? So what is happening? There is a need for examples to be set. And I believe this is one. And in a not too distant future, I think that Gamse will be tamed.
Hmm. That's very optimistic.
Yeah, the president has assured all of us that when it comes to the law or his knife, it cut both sides. So if there are members within his government that have, infringed upon the law by practice of penalty, I think that once the evidence is overwhelming, these people will also see prosecution.
I see. But you believe this is the best way of dealing with the issue of Galamsey, making sure those who are responsible pay for it.
Yeah, certainly. You see, how many times have we, as a state, not arrested the Galamsey boys in the pit? How many times have they not been arrested? Many a time. We yet to witness the arrest and conviction of Pimpin until 2 days ago. So it is a good start. It is a good start. But I think that sometimes when the investigative bodies that are investigating things of that nature and they delay unduly, they give room to unnecessary speculation. The minority, they have mentioned, they cited Yamin and another person, and where is the report? So they are writing something that a selective justice. But their issue has not seen the light of day in court. It is still under investigation. So I believe that it behooves the government and investigative bodies to quicken some of these things so that if they will have to go to court on this, they do so. If not, they free them. So they don't put these people under interminable, life of speculation, interminable life of anxiety. I don't think things of that nature help anybody. It is not proper. If you look at the fast pace upon which this particular case, travel, that was Mr. Wontumi, then it means that the system is really running and working. And if the tribunal is equally joined, then it means that cases that do not see, the light of the cases that we are not able to bring to, quick pace conclusion level, this is insane. It is something that Ghanaians really want. And that is why some people, as I just go around with that. I think I've seen the National Service Fund also bringing and that of cycling told all of these that the same way. I think that we need this kind of judgment, not as in people getting convicted, but as to if it is the other side, as early as possible, we clear them.
I see. I see. Uh, anyway, Doc, what do you, in your opinion, should be? Because immediately the sentence was handed down, the MPP was clear that they were convinced of Chairman Wontumi's guilt. Innocence. Chairman Wontumi's innocence would provide all the resources he needs for him to appeal the decision. Is that a tenable position to take for a political party that is saying they'll be returning in 2028?
They are not learning. They are not learning. You see, I would have wished that Mr. Otchere was the one leading some of these comments instead of the minority. Now, when it comes to the minority, you are straying into the arena of politics and partisan politics. It was not the MPP that was under prosecution, an individual within the MPP. I have said that you are first a Ghanaian before you became a member of the NPP or the NDP. You're right, as a Ghanaian, conferred on you by the state. So if you have wronged the state by virtue of its activities, then certainly you must equally answer to the state. That's it. So I got a bit agitated and worried when the minority, Madame Cecilia, waded in with that trade or pistol, so to speak, on the conviction. And he already looked like a tired woman. I mean, she looked very tired. I think they should get a younger person in that position that she's in, and so that she can just remain as an MP if they really want to play their loins. And as you rightly asked, it is not a tenable position. It as though the MPP, as they were accused of fostering in government, they equally want to accuse government of it, and yet they are protecting someone who is accused of it. So that inconsistency, strays in the arena of politics. And it convinces me that they are not ready for the 2028 election. They are not ready to take power. Today, some boy, for the first time, stand to be corrected, got flooded. Why? The first thing I said when I was on the TV about this issue, I said it couldn't have been anything apart from calamity, because this is a forest zone that has not seen so many areas concreted cement where you can see that waterways have been blocked and other things. A forest zone. Once it rains, the forest must be able to admit the rainwater. How should it lead into this? Because the land has been ripped bare of its protective cover. And you have the opportunity to go out there in the name of partisan politics to defend such a miscreant. I think that the MPP, the leadership ought to behave in a very responsible manner. I don't think that when he was making his money, unless MPP wants us to believe that when Mr. Wontumi was making his money, he was putting it at the disposal of the party, and for which reason they knew the source or sources of his funds. And that is the more reason why they are going to defend. So it's like this, what's it called? This great historian by name, Politics. You see, it says that when monarchy degenerates, it becomes kinship. When aristocracy degenerates, it becomes oligarchy. When democracy degenerates, it becomes mob rule. So this system where the mob are made to crowd at a particular place because somebody has been held and is supposed to answer to the law is democracy degenerated or a democratization of lawlessness. And that doesn't really augur well for our democracy. That's why I'm saying that when he was making his money from these kinds of nefarious activities, was the MPP benefiting from that? This is a matter of law. And I think that if the person has the opportunity to appeal, it is not the MPP or the minority that is going to appeal. It should be the lawyer or the counsel, the convicted, follow the due process in terms of law. This idea of always, continuing an activity of law from the perspective of partisanship, I think it does not really go well for our democracy. And it is a mark of gross responsibility on the part of the MPP as a unit within defending such a thing from a political perspective. I think they should give some kind of respect to the people of Samuel. They deserve better than, that kind of partisan display.
Doc, thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you, Senator.
Dr. Jonathan Asante Otchere is Executive Director, African Institute of Strategic Studies, speaking to us this morning on the MPP's issues that they raised. Don't forget, they raised the issue of selectivity, and that was our focus. The others, from our understanding, may form the basis of an appeal that will be launched on his behalf. A few things. And we'll be doing an analysis of some of the things they're saying. We'll speak to a lawyer shortly on this. But before we do, if you're looking for quality for that gives your engine smooth performance, don't look any further. Gold Super XP is of premium quality and gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Gold Super XP is fortified with a special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max, using minimal fuel that takes you further. Just go fill up your vehicle and enjoy the smooth ride with all the benefits as you journey the road. Look out for Goil stations and fuel up your vehicle with quality you can trust. Yes, quality you can trust. Today SM is not here. Goal Super XP. I like the way you responded to it like a national call. God is good energy. Before that, Consolidated Bank Ghana invites you to the 6th Women in Trade and Investment Conference 2026 from July 29 to 31st, 2026 at the CBG SME Center, Blackmore at Kokomlemle near Paloma Hotel from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day. Under the theme, Financial Avenues for Women Entrepreneurs. This is your chance to connect and join a movement that supports women in trade. Experience the joy of shopping with fantastic offers on a variety of products from over 70 dynamic SMEs across the country, all under one roof. Tell a friend to tell a friend. For inquiries, reach us on 0302 216000. You can also email us at talktous@cbg.com.gh or visit our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Terms and conditions apply. Eric?
So anytime you are doing Goil LPM,
yes,
and SM is in condition,
you must come
back. We'll
call him on the phone line. We'll call him on the phone line.
What is this one?
He will come and finish that part Anyway, Adam, you were on the floor. You were going through what the judge said about this request that was made for a constitutional referendum.